Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to a new series on my channel that I'm very excited to start. And as you can see by the title, it is called Earning with Emmitt, and it is a player road to glory based around the league versus league Emmitt Smith. Now, how it works is you can see the rules right here in front of you. A touchdown equals 1 upgrade. A touchdown with Emmitt Smith equals 2 upgrades. A defensive stop, so I'm going to be playing in head-to-head. So if my defense manages to stop my opponent, that'll be another upgrade. Obviously, I won't lose anything if they don't, because I can't control the defense. A 50-plus yard touchdown equals an upgrade. A touchdown on the first play is an upgrade. And if I move up a division rank in head-to-head, so right now I think I'm on All-Pro Tier 2. So if I go to All-Pro Tier 1, that'll be 2 upgrades. And you can get downgrades. As you can see, an interception is a downgrade, a fumble is a downgrade, and a fumble with Emmitt is 2 downgrades. Now we have a couple extra little perks here on the bottom, so I'm going to be playing 10 drives in each episode. So if I score on all 10 drives, that's 3 upgrades, as that is not the easiest thing to do. If I score on all 10 drives with Emmitt, that's 5 upgrades. And if I get an extra pack in season score, that's another 2 upgrades. Now, how the upgrades work, basically I start with an old bronze team. In fact, I'll show you the team right now. Alright, so here's the team. As you can see, I picked the lowest rated player that I have on my bench in each position. Obviously, the 99 Emmitt Smith there at the halfback position. But let's go to the defense there. As you can see, all 50, all around the 50 ranges and bronze cards, as well as the special teams. Unfortunately, the punter is pretty high rated, as that's the only other punter that I have in my club. Now, how the upgrades work, basically, as you can see, I have a full bronze team. So if I get 1 upgrade, that will go to one of the positions. So that will be determined by a wheel. Now let's go see the wheel. Alright, so this is the wheel. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of positions that we have: quarterback, fullback, wide receiver, offensive line, cornerback, safety, linebackers, defensive line, flex, so like the cornerback and safety defensive positions, the kicker and punter, and the kick returner and punt returner. Now let's spin it once, see what we can land on, and basically whatever we will land on, that's what we would upgrade. So let's see what's it gonna land on. Alright, so it has stopped spinning and it has landed on the safety position. Now, if we had 1 upgrade from the drive, that means we would be able to upgrade our bronze safeties to silver safeties, and so on. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the drives. Now, to make this progress, I will be spinning the wheel. I'll add up all my upgrades, and then I'll spin the wheel after the first 5 drives, and then again after the second 5 drives to make it progress a little quicker. Now, as you can see, my head-to-head opponents are not the best. They're all, 50, 60 rated, but my team is a 57 overall. So I think head-to-head is the fairest way to do this. So basically, as the team progresses, my opponents will also get better. Now, I say we just jump in to the episode. Let's start our first drive. Alright, my opponent is kicking off right now. I am ready to return it with James. I'm not sure what his first name is. Let's see how far we can get, and we get to the 20. So let's see if we can get a first play touchdown with Emmitt Smith here. Dropping back, looking for Emmitt, trying to find him over the middle. I think that's a pretty decent pass there. It's caught. Can I get right? Oh, I can't get away from that guy. So we won't be able to get a 50-yard or first play touchdown. But still, a touchdown with Emmitt would be 2 upgrades. And another nice pass there to Emmitt. Let's see if we can run this in. Do a little halfback dive. Go around. Touchdown. So we do get a touchdown with Emmitt Smith. So that will be 2 upgrades right away. And we run it in. So nothing for 2-point conversions, because, a 2-yard run is not the hardest thing to do. Now let's move on to Legend. So this is the second of 10 drives so far. So we have 2 upgrades, I believe, so far, as all we got was a touchdown with Emmitt Smith. And we're working towards that all Emmitt touchdowns drives. And let's see, James gets stopped there. I'll have to find out what his first name is, but we'll go with this play, Smash again, which is a very good play. And oh god, he has it countered, and Emmitt can't catch it there. So, by the way, if you guys don't know what Smash is, it is a very good play. God, this guy's everything countered. That's not good. Let's see, what play would he not have countered? How about Alright, let's try HB Blast. Maybe he won't have that countered, and he doesn't. So let's see. How far can we get? We got the first down. That's good. So I think I'll stick with that play for this drive. See how well we can do with that play. Where is it? There it is. Alright, good blocking there. Breakaway, and I think Emmitt is gone. And if I'm not mistaken, that may be a 50-plus or a touchdown. As we pimp that touchdown there. Let's do a halfback dive, see if we can just run this in for the 2-point conversion, and we do. Alright, that is drive 2 of 10 down. Now let's move on to Vinny, see what he has to offer. Alright, now as we're doing this drive, I want you guys, let me know in the comments below, first of all, what NFL team you like. I personally am a fan of the Eagles, and how well you think they're going to do this season. You know, the Eagles, new quarterback, well, not new quarterback, they still have Sam Bradford, but obviously drafted Carson Wentz, so I don't know if he'll get any game time, but if he does, hopefully he'll do well. Obviously, new coach in Doug Peterson, thank God. Chip Kelly is out. Oh, come on, Emmy, you got to catch that, buddy. But, you know, pretty much a new team. I think they spent upwards of $300 million this offseason, whether it be on free agents or signing players like Carson Wentz, Sam Bradford to contracts. But let's see what we can do here. Good pass over the middle for Emmitt. He catches it there. He'll run that in quite easily. And oh no, I just realized I forgot to check if Emmitt had a 50-yard touchdown. I'll check here if he got one. Alright, so we run it in there. Let's hit continue. And 61 yards. So that's another touchdown for Emmitt. So I believe he scored on every drive. Alright, that is 3 drives down. Let's see. If I go to Rivals, can I check film? Was it against Legend? Yes, it was. Okay, so we got 64 yards on the touchdown there. So that will be 3 upgrades on that drive. And let's move on to the next drive. See if we can get some more upgrades. As we play Mr. 7210. Shout out to Mr. 7210. If you're watching, I highly doubt that you are, as not many people watch my videos, but shout out to the people that do. So let's see what we can get here on this drive as he kicks it off to good old James. Let's see what James can do. It's a solid return from James. About 20 yards on the return. But let's see. Can we get a nice touchdown with them? And I think I'm going to pass it over the middle to Moore, as they had Emmitt covered. I really got to learn my players because I have no clue who Moore is. I don't know who Showers is. But with a name like Showers, he has to be good. And nice catch there from Emmitt. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Can we find Emmitt? Uh-oh, man's attacking, and he got me. So a nice block pass by that guy. But let's see. Can we get something here? I'm going to go over the middle to Moore once more. Good pun. Unintended, but still a bit of banter there. Let's see what we can get here. Pass over the middle to Emmitt, and he breaks away for the touchdown. That is 4 of 4 touchdowns by Emmitt. But only the 2 upgrades on this drive, as it was only a touchdown by Emmitt. Now, I know I'm getting a lot of touchdowns with Emmitt early, but as this progresses, people will counter my running plays and some passing plays, so I'll have to force the ball to players other than Emmitt, so it'll be a lot more difficult for him to score. So if you think, you know, this is going to progress too quickly, I can assure you it will probably not. But let's see. Can we get something here with James? Maybe a nice return. Nice little spin move there, but tackled by that other guy. Let's go with smash again. And, ooh, Showers got off the pass to Emmitt. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, Emmitt. Come on, man. Could have been a first play touchdown. That would have been a nice one, too. Nice pass to Emmitt, and he missed it. You know, I don't know, like, if that always, let me know if that happens to you guys, if you just pass it to someone, and whether you're moving or not, and, you know, it's a very easy pass, they're wide open, and then they just drop it on the run. I don't know if that always happens, or if I'm just really unlucky, and it happens to me sometimes. But let me know down below if that does happen to you guys. But let's see. Nice little dish to Emmitt, and he's tackled once more. Let's see if we can run the ball here for some nice yards. And run it through the middle. Juke that guy. Good job, Emmitt. No, not going to do a smash play. That sounds really weird. But not going to do that play. Let's go outside. Uh-oh. Alright, well, my battery's down, but we scored a touchdown. So that's good. Let's see, can we convert this 2-point conversion? We do. And there we go. So another touchdown for Emmitt. And I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is 5 drives. So we have completed the first 5 drives with Emmitt. Now let's see what positions we get to upgrade. Alright, so I have added it up, and we do have 12 upgrades, which seems like a lot to me, but let's see what we can, let's see what positions we get to upgrade. I might have to change the rules a little, and make sure this series doesn't finish in, 2 episodes. But let's see what we can get on spin. I'm not sure why it's going so slow. Maybe a little wide receiver. Don't land on fullback, please. Oh, I'd like to upgrade the quarterback. Cannot land on that. Please stop, please stop, please stop. Oh. Alright, so that's good. We get to upgrade our kick returner and punt returner, so no more James. R.I.P. James. Leave that in the comments below. So we get to upgrade kick returner and punt returner once. So now we have 11 more spins to go, so I'll have to write this down somewhere. So kick returner / punt returner. Okay, let's see what we can get. Nice to see the spinners moving a little fast. So this time, let's see what it would land on. By the way, if it lands on the kick returner and punt returner again, that means I would just upgrade it to a gold card instead of right to silver, so we would like leapfrog that in a sense. Uh-oh. Whoops, I accidentally spun again. So for that mistake, that'll be 2 spins. Let's just see what it lands on. Alright, it's coming to a stop here. Let's see what we get. Can we get O-line? That'd be nice. Nope. Maybe a wide receiver. Maybe a fullback. And I think it's going to land on fullback. Or it could keep moving and land on quarterback. No, we got a fullback. So, fullback is another one now. Since I messed up, we only have 9 spins left. Oh. So let's see what we can get with these remaining 9 spins. I'll cut this part out, make it quick so you guys can just see what we get instead of, the wheel completely spinning through. Alright, so we got fullback that time. So we would be able to get a gold fullback unless, of course, we land on another fullback once more of the remaining 8 spins, in which case we'll be able to jump all the way up to an elite fullback. Alright, so we land on linebacker there. So I'll be able to upgrade the linebacker core to silvers. 7 more spins. Alright, so we get kicker and punter there, which is the last thing I wanted to land on, because we're never going to use it, and they're expensive. So, but unfortunately, we have to do what the wheel says, so we land on kicker and punter. So let's see what we can get in the remaining spins. Alright, this is finally one I want to land on. We get wide receiver, so we'll be able to get silver wide receivers in the team now. Let's hope we can land on quarterback, cornerback. That would be nice. Maybe some safety, maybe an O-line, just the important positions, not kicker and punter. Wow, we have landed on flex, and it was very close to kicker and punter, which would have been awful. I would not have liked that at all. But we get flex, and I think we have 4 more spins left. And what I've decided to do, as we'll spin it here, is I'm just going to do these 5 drives because I feel like, 10 drives is a lot. And I think it would make the series progress a bit too quickly, as we're almost getting elite players, and it's only the first episode. So, I think that's what I'll do. As for the Emmitt scoring on all the drives, obviously I did that, but since it was 5 drives and not 10, I won't give myself any bonus for that. I'll try to modify the rules for the next episode, and I'll let you guys know as we get wide receiver here, so that's good. So we'll be able to get gold wide receivers. And I just realized that I forgot to put tight end on the wheel. So that's not good. So obviously we won't be able to upgrade our tight end. I'll see if I can add that on this wheel. Alright, so I have modified the wheel. I've added tight end as it's somewhere. There we go. Tight end right next to kick return and punt return. And I've also added flex for offense so that at tight end wide receiver position I also forgot to add that. So if we land on that, obviously that's what we upgrade. Now I think we have, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've done 9 already, so we have 3 more spins left. Let's see what we can get. Alright, so we get kick returner and punt returner there. So we will be able to leapfrog the silver kick returner and punt returner and go straight to gold. Now we have 2 more spins. Let's see what we can get. Alright, can we get a new one, an O-line? I think we can, as we do. So we get O-line, and I think we're coming to our last spin. Yeah, we are. So we get O-line here. Now let's see what we can get with our last spin to upgrade. Alright, and for our last spin, we get wide receiver, and that is the 3rd time we have landed on that. So we'll be able to get elite wide receivers. So now I'll make the changes to the team, and I'll get back to you guys once that is done.